I was having pretty bad hip pain to where it was affecting how I played.
We think of these things as seemingly unrelated problem, and it could be, right, digestive challenges, anxiety, hyperactivity, pain in the hips, headaches, but all these things stem back to one central diagnosis. Hey y'all, Dr. Matt here from LifeStrength Chiropractic in Austin, Texas. We are here today with Reese.
Hi, I'm Reese Atwood. I play softball for the University of Texas. Just came off of winning a national championship, so super excited to be here today with Matt to kind of get me back ready in the off season and be able to go out there and compete next year.
Initially, we saw you during the season, and it was through a little bit of a pain point.
When I first came in, I was probably a few weeks in the season, and I was having pretty bad hip pain to where it was affecting how I played, if I could play at the time. It was just something I was having a hard time working through. I tried all the needling, massages, everything I could, just couldn't find a solution. Yeah, naturally with being a catcher, I kind of get beat up a lot. Balls coming back, hitting me in the helmet, collisions, things like that. And I've always, throughout my whole life, even I remember in high school, have always had a very stiff neck, and I've had headaches pretty often. And I just thought it was normal being an athlete, and I just kind of played through the discomfort. Being an athlete, just focus is definitely something key to my performance. And that was something that I always struggled with growing up and here playing at Texas. So anxiety is definitely something that has always been kind of something that I've struggled with. And I've definitely had my problems with the digestive system. It's something that I'm looking forward to working with Matt with, because he's told me he's able to help me with fixing that.
We think of these things as seemingly, again, unrelated problems or isolated challenges. And it could be, right, digestive challenges, anxiety, hyperactivity, pain in the hips, headaches. But all these things stem back to one central diagnosis that we found and we uncovered through the scans, which was a nervous system imbalance. So when we think of it like a signaling problem between the brain and the body, it could be and for you, you mentioned you thought the headaches were normal, and the impact of having head injuries or concussions, I don't even think the word injury, right, would resonate with you. For those, would you say? Yeah. So this is where sometimes having something like a scan to look underneath the surface can be super helpful.
Yeah, when I was consistently coming in, I think it was 3 times a week. It took probably a week or two, and then my hip pain was relieved, and I was able to kind of get back into my normal catching stance.
Miracles happen in the plan. So the more we can stick to, probably in sports too, right? The more you stick to a game plan, the better odds of winning. So same thing here. Similar to the effective dose for a supplement or a medication, if you were to take about a third of the recommended dose, you're probably going to see symptoms fluctuate. So same thing in here. We want to see as close to the plan as possible. So as we're in the off season for our athletes, a lot of times we can get more of the visits in that are recommended. So we should see some cool things with Reese. Usually it's the symptom relief that's the first thing we see, like you talked about, less headaches, tightness in the hips. You're able to go back to your stance, which is awesome. And then neck tension as well. Beyond that, some things that are related to this underlying root cause, the digestion, things like hyperactivity or anxiety. So really all related that we should start to see change in the future. But I do want to show what an adjustment looks like on camera here as well. Let's actually start you seated then, please. I want to see if we can pick up any of that. My hands are a little cold, sorry. Yeah. Left side there is where I feel it. You notice that right there? Yeah. I'm going to put my hands on your hips to see how level they are, and then go ahead and turn your head to the left, please. And then to the right, and then back to the middle. So I'm going to start with a technique that's going to look more at the very top of your neck. I'm going to make a really light adjustment to this top bone. No cracking, no popping. Yeah, right there. This is your Alice that we're making an adjustment to. Alice was the Greek god that held the world on his shoulders. And they named this that because this bone holds your brain right above it. So it's kind of holding your world above it much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, tell the camera, because people at home think we're making things up right now. What's that?
I felt like a guitar string when you was first going over it. Now it feels a lot better.
Let's have you lie face down, please. Neck for you, Reese. Couple things in the neck. And I think even for you, it was a lot of the neck adjustments we did that actually changed the hip pain, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's a lot of what we'll see too. People come in with low back pain they've had for years, and no one ever found that it was related to something in their head or their neck that happened years ago. So here, breath in for me, please, and let it all go. Yeah, much better. You feel the change?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember why we're not going to pop you or crack you? For you in particular, there's some overstretched areas, hypermobility. So we don't want to add too much mobility into certain places. Yeah, and those two in the neck, that Atlas and that C5, that's all we need to do. So you are good there. I do want to check your feet as well. Let's have you take your shoes off for me, please. We've been working on your nervous system with ligaments and then the extremities. So this 3-part system that we're working on to really help your body to function at its best. So let's see. Mobility in this one is what you had noticed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Sensitivity, where my hand was?
Yes.
Okay. And then it's going to be really light. Okay, good. Better. Does that feel different to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves equal now to the other one. We could probably see that on camera too. Take a few steps for me, please, around the room, and let's see if that's any better.
Yeah, it definitely feels looser.
Yeah, good.
It's like not as stiff or flat-footed.
Yeah, good. So there's proof right there, and a lot of people think that a tight muscle is the cause of everything. But when we change the nervous system, that's what we did. An adjustment changes your brain. When you change your brain, that controls all the muscles and the ability to move. Yeah.